Hi everybody, this is Felicia, and today I'm going to be doing Spotlight Sunday, and what I wanted to spotlight today was this photo of my grandson. This is a photo that my daughter took. She's not a photographer, but this photo in itself just stands out. I mean, I want to spotlight this because this is the best photo that I've seen so far in a long time, and she actually did an excellent job with taking this photo of my grandson. So as you can see, you have all the elements that you need as far as photography is concerned. You have the asymmetrical, because when you look at the photo and you divide it up into threes, you have the third to third. You're going to get a story out of each one of the thirds of this photo. So you have his whole profile here on this half. This half, you have him looking like as if he's looking back. And then this half is showing you, this third is showing you what he's looking at. So you have the profile here, profile of him looking back, and then what he's looking back at. I don't think she noticed, but she actually captured a story here. And you could either say he's looking back into the past, but it's awfully long distance for him to be looking back into the past because he's not old enough. Or you could say he's looking into his future, which that is what I depicted out of this photo, is that he's looking into his future. So pretty much I'm going to be designing this layout and spotlighting a photo that I did not take for once, that my daughter did, and she did an awesome job with taking this photo. And I just love how it came out. And so it's got the, it's perfect because the camera is focused on him with the blurred background. And like with all of our futures, we do not know what our future holds. And what this shows is that the blurred background shows his future, but we can't see his future. Like just with all of us, we can't see our future. So with that said, I hope this is a little bit of a lesson on kind of how I look at my photos and how I photograph my photos. But this is also how my daughter did her photo without even realizing that she captured a serious, not serious, but a really, really good story. So I am going to go ahead and start scrapping this. Okay, so here you see me messing around here with these gigantic titles in their chipboard, and I love these. These are by Dear Lizzie, and this came in my hip kit, and I'm like, wow, these are really cool. Anyway, so the one I'm going to be using today is Today. And the reason why I'm titling this layout Today is because it is today for him. And like I said, when I was going over how the photography came out, we don't know what our futures are going to hold, and that's exactly what he was looking at. Now, what you didn't see here, because I completely forgot to turn it on, was I painted the top layer here on here with some gesso, because that's going to protect the chipboard from the water that I'm getting ready to use with the watercolors. So I'm drying this gesso here to make sure that it's completely dry with my dryer here, and I'm touching it to see if it's dry. But anyway, it really worked out good the way I'm going to be painting this. It actually worked out a lot better than I thought it was going to. And so now I'm going to be getting started on painting this title with some of the fall colors. I am in love with fall colors. I tell you, every year I say the same thing. I love fall colors. They are my favorite. I don't know why, but I just love the golds, the browns, the reds, the washed out greens. Fall is just awesome. And then some of those kind of like toned down reds and stuff that are also involved in fall. But that's what I'm using here. I'm using my Prima colored, my Prima colors. They're watercolors. And like I said, it's best that you do protect the chipboard with the first layer of gesso so that it doesn't soak up all the water and make a huge mess. Because sometimes chipboard will like curl up on you, or what you call that, flake up on you when you have too much water on it. So here I am adding two different colors. I'm actually going to add three. Please don't ask me what the colors are because I completely forgot and I cannot go back and remember. But I tell you, I did use the Primacolor set in the Decadent Pies. And so that just sounds like Thanksgiving when you say decadent pies. So that's what I'm doing here with this. And as you can see, my mat was kind of bubbling up there a little bit, but it eventually straightened itself out. But yeah, it's a silicone mat, so it can take a lot of heat and a lot of stuff. So now that I'm done, I'm actually trying to drop it and dab it with some water to create some white spots. Now, this normally does work if you're using watercolor paper, but in this case, it did not work on the chipboard, I guess, because of the gesso, and I completely forgot about that. That's exactly why it didn't work. So what I am going to end up doing is using my Zigno, my white, I think it's a Zigno, somebody. Anyway, so I'm going to be using that to create what I wanted the watercolor paint to do on the chipboard, and it's going to look just fine. It's going to look like I did it with the water once I get finished, and there you see me using it, and this created such a cool effect, you guys. And you do have to set it aside so it can dry because it does have the gesso underneath, and then although the watercolor is dry, the pen has to kind of soak in a little bit there because it's not plain chipboard anymore once you put the gesso and watercolor on it. So now I'm going to get started here on the other part of the layout, which is it's going to be a two-page layout. One is going to be the focal point with the photo on it, and the other one is going to have the title with some journaling and just a few little bit of the die cuts there that was in my die cut pack. Ooh, see, look at that. I love how that looks. That is so cool. And so the picture is the photo that is going to overlap onto the second page. And like I said before, I don't know if you've seen my videos before, but I do two-page layouts, and I try to make them one continuous piece of work. And this is the way I'm going to do it with this, by letting the photo overlap onto the next page. And it doesn't have to be even. It really, really doesn't. There's no such thing as even in scrapbooking. Trust me, I am the queen of Cricut. So I am going through some of my die cuts here, and I did not choose them ahead of time. I normally do, but in this case I didn't. It's kind of cool looking through these things here, and even though I'm going fast right now because I sped it up, trust me, I was not going fast. So I'm finding some stars and some other goodies there to go ahead and get onto this layout. I'm super excited about how this is going to turn out because um, I have a feeling how I wanted to turn out and everything. So, and once again, like I said, this stuff is all from my hip kit, my October hip kit, that is. So now I'm going to start gluing everything down because I pulled out what I wanted, and you're going to see me fool around with that bar here in a little bit again because I got it on Cricut. It was the craziest thing because it didn't look Cricut when I first put it on, and I know it doesn't look Cricut, but when I turned the paper to the way it's supposed to be, there you see, it is Cricut. I told you I was a queen of Cricut. I'm always getting anything horizontal on Cricut. It is still Cricut. It just really amazes me how I still put it on Cricut. I don't know. Anyway, so there's the journaling there, and the journaling is going to be the only thing that's going to go over here, other than a few little embellishments to kind of, liven it up a little bit more, but not a whole lot. And I get that on Cricut. So I told you I was a queen of Cricut. Anyway, I don't notice it right away until I do this, and I put them together. I'm like, but I'm saying that to myself. You really don't see me saying it, but so I went ahead and decided to go ahead and concentrate on putting my vertical pieces on the other side here, and then I'm going to put the photo down, and then that way I can make sure that I get this on straight. So there you see I cut a little groove in the top part of the photo so I could make room for that little circle. And that little circle is pretty cool because it just says always keep your chin up, don't give up. So I like how that is done because he's a wonderful, wonderful boy, and I am so proud of him because He is he's very respectful to his mom, to his family, to everybody, and he's just a great little guy there. So now I'm going to, as you can see, I'm going to cut that little extra off, but I'm going to glue it to the other side so that this could be continued as a double page. And then once I get finished doing all of that, lining it up and everything, which you can see me doing that right here because it's still got sticky on it. So I'm trying to line it up, make sure it's all straight. And then I go ahead and I put that extra piece down and so that it can blend in as a double page. So there, now that part is done. Now I am going to try to get this journaling straight. Now, the journaling, yeah, there it goes. I think I got it. Yeah, there we go. That's how it was supposed to look in the first place, but for some reason I couldn't get it straight. So now I'm going to go ahead and stick this circle down here in a little gap that I created for it. And I'm going to start putting some of the some embellishments around the circle. And I'm using some of my quick dry glue. And I'm getting that all, let's see, what am I doing? Yeah, I had to use tweezers for that one. So I'm going to be using that, and I'm going to be putting another one on the other side so that I can get it all glued down and looking pretty cool there. So got that. Now, like I told you before, I'm going to try to use as minimal as much as I should say the minimal amount of embellishments here for this layout. I'm going to go ahead and put that puffy camera down there, and then that little puffy part. I forgot what those are called, but anyway, I'm going to put those down, and I'm going to go ahead and glue some of these little paper gold stars here down. Just sprinkle them about at the top there. And I think that is almost all of it, other than I think I remember to put the, oh, there you go. I'm going to put some of those leaves over there. And then I was supposed to put some washi tape on here, and I ended up remembering it at the last minute. But it does get onto the layout here. You're going to see me fiddling around with that at the last minute here, trying to squeeze it in there. I think I'm about done, other than sprinkling some Heidi Swap gold down here and finishing off with a few other of the puffy stickers embellishments. And that's about it there. And I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to tune into the Crafty Maven for more inspiration because we have tons of it every day. And thank you guys so much, and take care and have a great and wonderful scrappy week. Take care. Bye-bye.